Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. So I'm back for part 2 of going through Sarah Boone's messages to, well, I guess mostly Brian, but also to her son. So we're going through that. And yes, these have been covered on other channels. I saw the comment. I have also stated that I got these thanks to Tonka's 2 cents. So obviously she has gone through them already, and I believe another channel or two. But you guys know I have loved covering Sarah's insane trial, so I am pretty much here for it. And this is sort of also an escape from some of the, more, the other ones that are more, I hate to say horrible, but the really sad stuff and the rough stuff. So sometimes it's a kind of a good, little bit of a relief to see her, her craziness. And it's Sarah Boone. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. She is definitely a unique individual. That is for sure. All right. So we finished right up here. So we're on to January 6th, 2024. Video visit. Of course, these are to Brian Boone. I will let you guys know if it's to her son. We're covering still basically the family stuff. If there's other stuff besides that friend Ashley, I'll let you guys know, and you can let me know if you want me to go back and read that stuff at a future time. So this again was from January 6, 2024. Video visit. Did you schedule? What time is it for you? Told me repeatedly would be today after ordering all my son's Christmas gifts after Christmas and would not allow me to see him during or on the actual holiday. Please respond so I can be ready and available. Because she's so busy behind bars that she needs to be checked in with by her ex-husband for a video visit from her son. Yeah, Sarah, I don't think you're that busy. And then, of course, we have 1-6 and 1-6 in bold. Add funds to tablet. Add credits to tablet. And again, you remember, these are all in caps. So these are like she's yelling at him. And I believe she is. So, all right, then we jump to the next day, 1/7 of 2024. No video visit again? How much longer are you going to make me wait to see my son for Christmas? No visit again this week? Is it because you ordered all my gifts for him after Christmas and they've not arrived yet like I told you they wouldn't? If you would have ordered them when I gave you the list on December 6, 2023, over a month ago, you could have received everything before your vacation, and I could have seen my son way before now and for the actual holiday. I'm still waiting for everything hindering my relationship with my son. You are. Please respond so I know when I can see him and be ready to utilize every minute of my visit, not knowing when I may be able to see him again. Why did you make the decision to not cooperate, order my gifts with your gifts, and not include me in the holidays with my son at all in any way? Please respond. Yeah. All right, then we have again 1/7. Now she looks like she's complaining about no hot meal. Why haven't you ordered my hot meals you said you did for Christmas, then New Year's? Why are you depriving me simply of just a hot meal, Brian, for the holidays, which are over, and I stated I would pay for if you were not, so I could participate with the others. When are you going to order? Please respond. Yeah, I guess he's continuing his lack of response or delayed responses, and she doesn't sound very happy about that. All right, looks like we jumped from the 7th to the 10th here. That's interesting to me. So the 8th and the 9th, no communication. 1/10/2024. Why aren't you responding, Brian? Oh, now she's mad. Okay, now she's mad. When do I get to see my son for a 15-minute Christmas video visit and him finally be able to open my gifts you ordered after Christmas? Have all of them come? Has my envelope I sent December 18th come? Why aren't you responding, Brian? When are you ordering any of my Christmas presents, please? I've been kindly asking for over a month. December 6th. I still have no coffee that I keep thinking is coming and you told me ordered weeks ago. But my name is never called when orders do come for everyone else. Nonetheless, I've not been able to do anything over the holidays, as you know, and planned. I have negative $1.50 in my account, so you are unable to order if you haven't already until you add more funds to be in the positive. Remember, I want to order it myself if that's the only way I can receive. I keep asking, but you do not order either way. I need the dollar amount to add to my roster. If you do permit me to purchase for myself. I don't know what to expect ever, which is unfair and hurtful. Still waiting, thinking anything is coming and Christmas is well past. Please let me know. Packages. Oh, here she goes. She's going to tell him again what she wants. Because by now he has no idea. Flavor Fest. Food. Wake me up. Coffee. Hot meals. Burger and wings meal. Have you ordered any of the books? What is the ETA so I have an idea when to start calling the mailroom if needed? Oh, I'm sure they love her phone calls. Also, when are the rest of the pictures you told me you sent? Where are the rest of the pictures you told me you sent? The dog pictures I need for an upcoming visit, which I've told you innumerable times since February 2023. Neither of the two you did finally send after a year of asking were on the list I gave you 15 times. I'm surprised it's only 15 times she had to ask him. Where are any of the others asked for? Where is my car? Well, you're in jail, so I don't think you need a car. I was hopeful you would begin this new year differently. Please respond. That could be a drinking game if you guys want, but I think you'd be pretty drunk. I want to see my son and want something to eat that's not dog food and cold. Well, honey, you're behind bars for putting George in the suitcase and telling him to shut the F up. So, yeah, I don't think there's a lot of sympathy for you. And you can't even admit you did anything wrong. You had opportunities to get a deal, have a chance of getting free. And now, of course, this is, now, of course, this is a little bit later than that, but she really does not make any good decisions in her life, it seems like. At least, not that we've seen. How many more messages will I need to send? Why aren't you responding, Brian? All right, so then we have Ashley Harris, so we're going to skip that. Then we jump to Brian Boone again, also on the 10th. Put money on my account to order. It's 9 o'clock and nothing. I have less than an hour to order what measly amount I can since I'm in the negative. Sarah, your yelling and constant nagging, I'm sure just makes him not care even more. He's probably like, whatever, bitch. Did you not get my message earlier today asking still about everything? Are you ignoring as usual? No answer on your phone or redacted ×3. Yeah, I'm sure if he gets the messages, he immediately is like, delete. He's ignoring them. And again, I don't have any, I agree with him. She's a constant nag. And that's putting it nicely. All right, now 2 days later. Update, please. Per your instruction yesterday when I called to speak to my son on your phone, after avidly explaining I do not want to call and waste a turn for the phone, having to do so when calling back and forth, why couldn't you just make sure his phone was plugged in so you could enable us to speak? It was 5 days this time. I do not want to call or speak to you on the phone, and you know this from all my previous messages. You told my son to tell me when I asked again about the status of everything, you were going to respond through the tablet today. And finally, waiting, as usual. Also, I am in the negative in my account, which grows daily, as you are aware, after you did not add funds. Why didn't you put money in my account for Commissary on Wednesday? Why didn't you answer the phone the 15 times I tried calling at 9 p.m.? Because all day you didn't put money on my account, and no to do for 4 years now. Now I really have nothing. Again, nothing. And you could tell it's really pissing her off. What does it feel like to have nothing? To feel like you are trapped? Well, it's probably how George felt when he was trapped in the suitcase and you told him to F off, and he realized slowly that he was not going to be able to breathe and he was going to die. So I think your inconveniencing is really nothing compared to that. Another day maker for you. Because I am in the negative, you cannot order until made positive, as you know. Another way I know you haven't. Packages. Flavorfest is no longer available. Oh, boo-hoo. She's not getting her Flavorfest. Boo-hoo, Sarah Boone. Another miss out for me to make your day after still waiting for the months I have been, but could have already received. Would you have just done what you told me you did? Repeatedly. Why, Brian? Still waiting on just coffee for weeks and weeks and weeks now. You keep telling me you ordered nothing as usual. So if you realize that he doesn't give a crap, do you really think he's reading all this? Because I really, the more and more, I think he's not reading it. Smiling. May I have my hot meals, please? A hot meal, please. Burger and wings, wing meal. I'm hungry from having nothing in my drawer, from you not putting money on my account for Commissary, and you telling me you ordered my 2 packages for the whole year I get to receive, and nothing ever comes, not even for Christmas. What is the status of any of the gifts for my son we are still waiting on from Christmas? You do see that all of his gifts could have been ordered when you did yours, right? We could have already had our Christmas call for Christmas presents and the actual holiday, right? Your active decision, which makes no sense other than you being a controlling heavyweight baby, withholding my joy to see my son. What do you think it does to him? Again, Sarah, do you not think that maybe your son doesn't want to communicate with you either? Yeah. Are we going to have to wait until the next holiday to have? Yeah, probably. Valentine's Day? Remember last year when you had him be a part of your lie about going to the craft store, buying supplies, sitting him down on a Sunday afternoon to make, then mailing me the phantom card. Oh, this is good. Gosh, I waited for that for months. I had officers and a corporal involved with the mailroom trying to find his card until it slipped one day when I was talking to him on the phone. You never did any of it. But you kept telling me you did and had him included to do the same. Remember? Why do you do that lie about everything? Well, you should totally get that, Sarah. You lie about everything yourself. So it is kind of, I will say this one thing, getting her son involved in the lie, I mean, I guess that's a little bit crappy, but this is Sarah we're talking about. But can you imagine she had all these people looking for a card that just never existed? I mean, yeah. Do you like telling me to call you every day? Every day for weeks, then turn into months, then into years? You like that I am asking and am in your daily life still and keep asking the same questions for years? Where are the rest of the pictures you told me you sent? You told me 15 were ordered and coming for the years I've been waiting and asking for. I received 5, 2 not even on the list. See all previous emails asking the same question and the need for my visit. Nonetheless, desperately wanting to see my son. Why didn't you send what I asked for and you sent whatever you found? Why did you keep telling me they were all coming? What is it that the status of any of my gifts I keep asking for? Am I going to have to start my daily devotionals in May like I had to last year and March the year before from me having to keep waiting for you to order? When you finally felt like it and kept telling me you did, and when they were on the way over and over and over, where is my car? Oh, here we go. We're back to the car. Have you contacted Jim to find out? Where is my car? It's probably in a lot somewhere or something, Sarah. It's probably in a tow yard. See previous messages asking the same question with no reply, nor ever an answer on any of the phone calls you force me to make every day about the same questions and concerns for years. Yes, years. Please respond. Please do not have to make me go through my son when I have to call to have him ask the status of everything, including his Christmas presents. Make the effort, Brian. Part of the solution, not the problem. Remember? Not being a lying, malicious, unhappy, bad example to my son on how you think it's acceptable to treat me, his mother, and other women. And yes, what you are doing is and has been proven mental and emotional abuse. It's recorded. Again and again and again and again. Oh my Lord, that's like way too many again, Sarah. Too bad that she's not being charged by the word. But of course, Brian would have to pay for it. Look at all that. Again, 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 again. Dear Lord, woman. Oh, she really needs to find something better to do while she's behind bars. What a waste. We're still going. Page after page after page after page after page after page of her just writing again and again and again and again and again and again. It's like she's a broken record that somebody just needs to throw out the window. All right, we finally got out of that one. That one was a wormhole. 1/12/2024. Please update 2. Instead of the Flavor Fest, please order Delicious Delights and wake me up, please. Add funds to the tablet, please. Add funds to the tablet, please. Add funds to the tablet, please. Add funds to the tablet. I swear her repetitiveness is just annoying as piss. All right, then we jump to 114. She's back to Brian. There was somebody else she was writing to previously. Please respond 3. Still waiting for your cooperation in responding to my messages I've been sending since December 6, 2023, asking the same questions. Please respond. Okay, 114. I'm trying to send a message to my son, but I am unable due to not having enough credits. Please add credits to tablet. $20. Please add $20 so I don't have to contact you again this week to add more and me have to wait until you decide you want to, if at all. I also need to print $20. I'm tired of having to repeatedly ask you for everything. Just put $20, which will last me a while, and I do not have to ask you for no response and delayed completion. As usual and always, I'm waiting on you. Please respond. So at this point, he really must be just ignoring her ass. All right, 114. I was not called again another week, and the representative said there are no orders placed in my name. Why do you keep telling me you ordered since before Christmas? When will you permit me to have these requested hot meals? Why aren't you responding? Have you not figured out by now that he doesn't give a crap and you're not getting the hot meals, Sarah? Or the coffee? Pretty sure he doesn't care. All right, 114. $3 credits. add more credits. Oh, this is good. I asked for $20, not $3. You gave her $3. That's great. I'm using this today. Do you see the waste of money and time you make from not being cooperative? Put $20 on the tablet. I cannot do what I need to do because you are withholding me access to complete anything or have what lawfully I am allowed to have. Why do you hinder progress of everything I need and have to repeatedly have to ask for just you to ignore and deny? If you have money for cigarettes and alcohol, our son tells me you purchase on a daily basis, you have money to put on the tablet, order eye cares, hot meals, Christmas presents, commissary, everything in which the judge said in court, and I have in the recorded minutes, that I can have whatever I needed. The judge said this. Why aren't you responding? I'm going to keep sending messages, also for the record, to bring to court, and also until you cooperate, so the judge and everyone can see how uncooperative you are, how much you lie and cause unnecessary mental and emotional stress every day on top of everything I'm already going through and have explained to you. Add more credits. Respond. Do you really think the judge is going to give a crap? I don't. I mean, it's like all these things that the attorneys and the judges and all have to go through. I mean, I'm sure they're thinking we don't get paid enough for this crap. All right, 114. This one looks like it's from her son, to her son. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 118:24. Be glad always, Lucas. Every day is precious and unrepeatable gift. You cannot go back and change what you said or did or didn't do. Every day you have one chance to shine bright for him, yourself, and others, including your mom. Be a rainbow. Be nice. Love more, smile, and believe in the good. Unrepeatable. Make all your days count. Love you. So I guess she's trying to use the Bible to reach out to her son. But all right, here's another message to her son. Plug in your phone. I've been trying to call you on your phone the last couple of days, and it just rang and rang, then voicemail. Now it just goes directly to voicemail. Please make the effort to plug in and charge your phone and make sure to have with you. It's not nice to me to not be able to talk to you because it's not on, especially with all the time off you've had for the holidays and the long weekend now. 2, I've explained my reasons for not wanting to call on Brian's phone. Remember, if your decision is for me not to be a part of your life and keep trying to talk to you, just say. Just say. Your response last time I asked was that you wanted me to be. I wouldn't know from the lack of effort and intention possible from you. What else can I do? Honesty and effort. Not asking much, but missing out on talking to you, my one and only son. Love, your one and only mother. Please plug in and charge your phone. Keep with you so we can talk, please. So I feel like he doesn't really want to talk to her, but I guess he's nervous or afraid or a combination of both. You know, that he doesn't really want to tell her that. And I can only imagine why he wouldn't tell her that. All right, here's some messages from somebody named Philip. So we're going to skip those. All right, and here's her again on 114, yelling at Brian to add credits to tablet. Again, 114. That's Philip again. And then the next day, 115. Please update. In my attempt to call you this morning, due to no response on any of my messages, 43 to date. Dear Lord. And you know, again, I know she keeps track of every single number because we saw that in all of her letters to the judges. You stated you don't have time for me when trying to communicate about everything I'm still waiting for you to update me about, including my son's Christmas gifts you stated are still not delivered. Also, today is a holiday, so I'm unsure in your haste and supposed lack of time. You haven't always sound the same when I try to communicate via phone from no response via tablet. You have had for ongoing 3 months now, some years to respond, but have made the active decision not to communicate with me at all on anything and continue to lie about everything. You are hindering my time with my son, my cases, my livelihood in jail. Your livelihood? Yes, I realize it's in quotes there. Your livelihood? In jail? Now that's ironic. I cannot do anything without asking you first for you not to respond. Lie and make me think I have what I need coming, which is not ever. You are stopping me. You are making it all more arduous and difficult. You are making the wrongful and unnecessary decision not to cooperate. You. Why are you choosing not to cooperate? Why are you choosing not to communicate? Here are my questions I'm still waiting to receive an answer for, and will call later as you stated due to your state of busyness this morning. 1. Son. Why did you take the time to look everything up on the computer for me on the phone, then not order the same time you did yours? Why is my son still waiting? Christmas gifts. What is left to be received? What is the ETA for what has not been? Boba mix, book, tomorrow, fish soap, different face wash, bookmark, phone. Why aren't you making sure his phone is on and charged after me asking for your help in this to ensure and enable he and I are able to speak to each other? I do not want to and should not have to call you to speak with him when he has a phone of his own. Please ensure it is available and working. Video visit. This was supposed to be for Christmas. It is now the middle of January. Why haven't my son and I been able to have this very longed for visit? When will you allow me to see him? When will you schedule? Me. Me. Why did you take the time to look everything up on the computer for me on the phone, then not order the same time you did yours? Why am I still waiting? Please don't keep lying. I am still waiting for food, coffee. You tell me it is ordered. If you will not order from the sun for all the missed holidays and lies you've told and keep telling, I will pay for myself so I can have, but you still withhold and lie. You understand, as you like to tell me you do about everything. I'm only asking for these for last year's Valentine's Day with the collaboration of the lie. A simple card was made for me, but not. Mother's Day, the same. Easter, my birthday. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. You won't even let me purchase for myself. Christmas, for myself. Again, what money does Sarah possibly actually have? Yeah, this is 2024, but does she really have any money? I find that probably not. Christmas gifts. What is left to be received? What is the ETA for what has not been? Devotionals times 2. Mornings with Jesus, 365 days of prayer. Books times 2. Clara and the Sun, hymnal. Food packages times 2, Delicious Delights holiday, Wake Me Up coffee, hot meals times 2, burger with wings, wing meal. She just really wants those wings, guys. 3, Commissary. I am now in the negative, $23.75. How do they let her get to that kind of negative, really? Which grows daily. Please add $100 to my account so I can order Wednesday, January 17th, since you have made the active decision not to last week. So now she doesn't want just $20 because she's in the hole for $23.75, but she's telling him that he needs to add $100 to her account. Yeah. There are items I need that can only be ordered on Commissary: stamps, pen, paper, socks, soap, and which I am waiting, to order, but can't because I am in the negative from you not adding funds last week. You are hindering my progress and work. What progress and work would that be, Sarah? Do tell. Please do not make me have to write the same information next week because you withhold, and do not let me get what I need ever. I'm sure she's going to be writing the same thing next week. What do you guys think? When I am in the negative, it is subtracted from what you do add when you decide you want to for everything. 4, pictures. Here we go, back to the pictures because he hasn't sent them. Where are the rest you told me you sent? You told me 15. I received only 5. Why did you not send all at the same time? Are they coming? 5, my car. Where is it? I need to know, and you are the only one with Jim's phone number. Have you contacted him? Are you going to? What is his number? What is his phone number so I can have one of my resources contact if you're not going to? I need to know where my car is. This is important. What the hell? I mean, important for what? Because you're hoping you can get the money if you sell it? Yeah. I've explained the importance of my car, of everything to you so you understand and are aware. I communicate with you in more than one way. You intentionally ignore and lie and drag out, making everything so much harder and for no reason. Why? Are you really that bitter and unhappy? Do you feel better afterwards and during? Do you really want me in your life so much to make me contact you every day? Why do you not just order, add, schedule, send an update so I do not have to contact you every day? I thought while smoking all your cigarettes and having your drink sitting on the back porch, you could just reply to a message I keep sending. You make the active decision not to. We don't have to talk to each other. It's one time to just get to me what I need and I could have. You make it a million. Do you really want me in your life so much to make me contact you every day? Every day? Every day? No, I don't think he wants you in his life. And I have a feeling he's drinking and smoking because of the stress. I'm sure you added on to his entire existence. I'll ask as many times as needed to finally get an answer. Help him, gosh. I'm going to tell you what. I understand why if he's drinking because of this. I really do. If not this way, which would be much more simplistic and less time consuming, especially for you in Gainesville, than in court, where you can answer everything when the judge asks you or orders you to answer. Don't you think? The reason for a very needed court date is simply over you not cooperating. You understand that, right? Then with all my paperwork, messages, requests, concerns, questions, etc., I'm going to submit, everyone will see it as simply you taking up everyone's time. You. So simple. Please be a part of the solution this year, not the problem. Cooperate and just work together, Brian. So simple. Think about it. If you just ordered everything and allowed me to see my son, stop making more effort and making it all more difficult, I wouldn't be sending this message or any others or having to call you. Everything would be less stressful and simplistic, right? Again, she just makes you just exhausted just reading it, right? And we're not Brian Boone. I mean, come on. I really do feel for the guy. Please respond. Please provide an update. Please save money on more messages and any inevitable phone call or calls. Please save time for everyone and just do it. Stop fighting and get me off your to-do list every day, every day, every day. I await your hopeful response. Thank you for your hopeful cooperation. Thank you for hopefully making this year easier for everyone. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, thanks, Brian. Mm-hmm. All right, then we got that Philip dude again. All right, then we jump to Brian on 115. Oh, here we go. Still trying to speak to my son. I am floored. You nor he answered the phone after calling 3 times on each. Let me guess, you're watching a movie. I've told you in the past what it is for me to get a phone call. Nonetheless, 3. Wow. Please tell him he is loved and missed and he has a good day back in school. I'll try yet again tomorrow. Please ensure his phone is charged and with him to send you off in a sweeter slumber when you go to sleep. You really hurt my feelings. Not making sure I spoke to him after all his days off, and I didn't get to see him or even open one Christmas gift from me. He didn't even get to open one Christmas gift from me on Christmas. I only spoke to him, including the holiday today, 4 times. I feel it. Sleep well. Yeah. All right, so here's her writing to Lucas on the 15th. I missed talking to you on the phone tonight after calling 3 times. I love you very much. I hope your day back to school is great. I'll call tomorrow. Love you forever. So she's trying to be a lot sweeter to him, but he doesn't seem to be going with it either. All right, we're now on to 116. Answer the phone. I'm trying to call and see if I had my status hearing this morning. If so, I was not included and need to know what was said from it being live. So she's talking to Brian. All right, and then here's her again. Calling tomorrow since no reply to messages. I can't speak to my son because his phone is still not on. Please enable. Tomorrow is Commissary. I am $28 in the negative. Please add funds so I can order since I could not last week for whatever your reason was not to add funds. Also, so you can order delicious delights and wake me up finally. Please. To get court info too, if possible, since I did not go or have spoken to my attorney in almost 100 days. Thank you for your help. Please order Bryant and provide much needed updates. That was a little bit nicer than she's been lately. I guess she was trying to be a little calmer, not as much bold, not as much caps with that, or rather with on that one. Oh, that was short-lived. 117. Please add Commissary, all in big caps. All right, again, confirmation of phone call. Thank you for your time earlier. I didn't appreciate the threat of being hung up on, told to shut up, and I do nothing for my son. Another example recorded why I do not want to call you. After you made me aware you just purchased plane tickets that cost $2,000 and will not be adding funds to my commissary accounts for the second week. I explained to you I am a part of your budget and should automatically be included in your spending and am doing without needs because you did not. Again, is she legitimately, legally supposed to be part of his budget? Because I don't know. It just seems crazy to me. Also, for your $2,000 plane tickets, you have not even mentioned or said to me your plans and intentions on where you're taking my son. Please explain so I know and have a right to. What does it matter to you? You ain't going anywhere, honey. You were in the Orange County jail. You maybe were going to court, but you weren't going anywhere. You weren't taking any trips anytime soon. Nonetheless, I am his mother, no matter where I am. I explained to you I need stamps, pen and paper, and cookies for my blood sugar. Oh dear, Sarah needs cookies. I need these and was told I would have to wait until you were paid Friday for anything to be added. Next week is the third week you have not added to my commissary account. I explained to you I am also in the negative on my commissary account, and by next week will be close to $50 in the negative from you not providing funds. Again, at what point do they just cut her off completely? I mean, seriously. After you finally added funds for the tablet after my messages and added enough for me to print and do what I needed to do, I'm unable to complete my task, work due to you now, not allowing me to purchase stamps to send the printed paperwork. I am still waiting and trying everything I can, but I cannot even purchase items I need due to you withholding resources in order for me to do so. What have you been using for funds from each time you put funds in my account previously? Is it the new normal of me having to wait until you get paid? You also stated you are still waiting for Christmas presents to be delivered for my son. Oh God, she's talking about the fish soap and the bookmark. It's January 17th. I am still waiting for a Christmas video visit as well, but was told repeatedly by you that you are waiting for my presents to be received and you do not have time to give me order information, so I know when I might maybe finally have my visit and see my son. Him also finally to be able to open his Christmas gifts from me. You also stated you have not ordered any of my Christmas presents, and if I get anything, it's because you're being nice. But I still don't have anything. He's right. Why does he have to give her anything? I mean, seriously. Again, I tried telling you I will pay for them so I can finally have. With what money, Sarah? You're in jail, honey. You're in jail. And you didn't really work, so what money do you allegedly have at this point? I still do not, and they aren't even ordered yet. Before disconnecting our call, you stated when asked by me, so I know what to plan on, and to confirm the information and statements from you as of Friday, January 19th. 1. You will be adding commissary funds enough to get me out of the negative and still be able to purchase items needed from the 2 weeks prior. I was unable from you withholding and never telling me anything, causing me to call, which I do not want to do for reasons stated and known by you. 2. You will be purchasing 2 eye cares, delicious delights, wake me up. You will be purchasing 2 hot meals, burger with wings, wing meal. You will be ordering my books, hymnal, Mornings with Jesus devotional, 365 days of prayer devotional, Clara and Son. Your response to try and confirm with you again about receiving any of these next week was, I should be. I was unable to receive a definite answer after asking, as I know how you are and how you lied to me about everything. You said I also do not need anything in jail. Good point, Brian. Yeah, he gets points for that one. coffee, food, socks, stamps, pen, paper, to see my son, to speak to my son, read books, etc. are needs which you are making the active decision not to provide to me, and in which I can and should have. Whoa. Yeah. I'm thinking that she has had a lot of rude awakenings since this point here. You also stated you could not tell the future, but Ken, for me going to prison, as you stated, was the reason for your location of moving and your stipulations that are being made in your summons and paperwork I have. Also that I will be going to prison sometime in May. Remember, please, I will pay for these to receive. I'm still waiting. If I pay or not, I'm still waiting for you to, quote, be nice. Again, thank you for a response finally, and I am grateful you did not hang up on me as you do so often when I begin reminding you of your responsibilities and your lies you keep telling. I wait patiently until next week. Remember also, I do not ask for the aforementioned all the time. It's just for all the previously listed holidays, primarily Christmas, which happens one time a year. One time. You make it into a million. Please be nice. Mm-hmm. All right, then we've got Philip again. 118, Brian. His phone goes directly to voicemail. Pretty sure that's talking about her son. Okay, then she, on the 18th, messages her son. Your phone goes directly to voicemail. Still trying to call. Why can't you make sure it's charged on and with? Please, no, it's not me trying to talk to you. Please, no, it's not me trying to talk to you. Effort and love. Mm-hmm. All right, there's Philip again. Looks like we have the son again. I just tried calling you again. Why won't you make sure your phone is charged and with you to talk to me? For how many times I have asked you and Brian, I keep using my credits that cost 50 cents each to remind you. Please plug in, charge, and have with love and effort. I think at this point, if you're such a smart person that you claimed you were, to the detectives and everyone else, you would have realized that it's not his phone not being with him, it's not his phone not being charged, it's just he doesn't want to talk to you, Sarah. I think it's pretty obvious, don't you think? All right, 119, she writes to Brian, still trying to call my son. I just tried calling it again. Why won't you make sure my son's phone is charged and with him to talk to me? For how many times I have asked you and him when I send messages, I keep using my credits that cost 50 cents each to remind you both. $1 every time. Please ensure plug in, charge, have with. Please. And then she's back again, still on the 19th. Please update to Brian. What are the confirmation numbers, please, for the orders? Eye cares and hot meals. I am still on the negative in my account, so my understanding is you have not. When? Today is Friday, and you said you should. Have you ordered any of the books yet? If so, what is the ETA of everything? If not, when? Did the rest of my son's Christmas gifts arrive? If not, when are the gifts supposed to arrive? Finally, did my Christmas envelope ever arrive? When was the last time you checked your mailbox? Do you have any updates about my car? Are you trying to contact Jim? If not, please give me his phone number so I can find out myself. As I said, this is extremely important to me, Brian, for reasons known. Please add more credits to the tablet. After printing Useless Without Stamps from having no commissary from you for the second week and messaging you and son for the same inquiries and concerns, I am down to 50 after this message trying to know what's going on. 47 messages later. Please respond. Tomorrow is Saturday and I will try and call if none received. Either way, please respond. And we jump to 120. Add credits to tablet. And then we have Philip again. Still on the 20th. Brian, no credits. Trying to call son. And here's she talking to Lucas. No credits, trying to call you. 1/21/2024. Here's her writing to her son. Sunny day, Sunday scripture. whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there's any virtue, and if there's anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. Philippians 4:8. You have so many things that are praiseworthy and positive to think of joyfully, most of all, Him, and also including me. I meditate on all the good things and people I have right now, no matter where I am, and always focusing on the positive. You can too. See the rainbows in the storm, no matter how heavy and hard they are. See them and know that they are coming. Meditate on the good, which is everywhere. Love and effort. What the hell is up with the love and effort stuff? Yeah. All right, 121. To Brian, please update. Finally, how many more messages do you want me to send? Let's see. I am still waiting for everything, including a response about anything. Why are you not answering or responding, even though you said you would get it in order for us not to have to talk to each other every day, and will respond to any one of my messages you keep having to send me or call every day? Why am I still asking about Christmas gifts for my son and self? It's almost February. Why are you still actively making the decision not to give me what I am lawfully allowed to have and you have been ordered to supply? Why am I without what I need? Why do I keep having to use money for credits because you actively make the decision not to respond? After the first message on December 6, 2023, the monumental buildup of the same questions would not be what it is, and you keep having me ask every day. Why? Please see again the following questions I am still waiting on. Please respond. 1. Add credits to my account. She is just like a broken record, for real, guys. I have asked numerous times for a needed dollar amount, which you have refused to do after I explain my reasons and shouldn't have to. I am still waiting and cannot do whatever I need to do because you hinder and withhold. Still waiting, and the work week is about to begin. I know how busy, frantic, and unavailable you are, even during your multi-tenuous smoke breaks you take all day and night, and even in the evening you tell me to call, and I fight my way to a phone for you to still be busy, frantic, and unavailable, and refuse me information and updates about everything. Why? 2. Add credits to son's account. I have sent him multiple messages, COD, including scriptures he cannot open without credits. This is another way of me trying to communicate with him from you not making sure his phone is charged so I can call him on his phone and don't have to call you and then call him and then call you and then call him. I've explained this to you repeatedly, and it's ongoing 10 days not speaking to him for said reason. 3. Make sure son has his phone and is working to speak to him. See above. I send a message each time so that you and he can see my attempts, money spent, and in writing. 4. Do you have all his Christmas gifts yet? Again, it's almost February. Why are his gifts not here yet? 5. Did my Christmas envelope come? I sent December 18th. Please check your mailbox. 6. When are my son and I going to have our Christmas video visit so he can finally open his Christmas gifts from me? You said you would schedule when everything arrived. Has it? I want to see him. Why don't you order my gifts when I gave you the list you asked for on December 6, 2023? Why didn't you order when you ordered yours? Wasn't that the point of you asking me for the list so early at the beginning of the month to ensure delivery for the holiday? Nonetheless, you didn't even allow me to see him because it was your Christmas this year. So why have me do and you not? What have to me do and you not done yet? 7. I cares times 2. My Christmas gift either from you, being nice, son, or self. I am in the negative in my account and must be in the positive for you to order, as you know. Delicious Delights, this is a limited time. I don't want to miss out like I have on all the other limited packages from you taking so long, if ever, to order. Wake Me Up, this is coffee I've been asking and waiting patiently for now for almost 4 months. 8. Hot Meals times 2. I do not have to be in the positive for this to be ordered, as you know, and I'm wondering why you did not, as they just came and they did not call my name again. Burger and wings meal, wing meal. 9. My books. Hymnal, 2 devotionals, Clara and the Sun. I do not have anything to read as I have been waiting on these you told me you ordered. Why did you look up online on the phone for and with me and did not order them with your gifts and what I thought my sons at the same time? 10. Commissary, Wednesday, January 24th, 2024. Please ensure funds are added as you stated they would be after you not supplying for 2 weeks now. I am in the negative, $42.75, which grows daily, as explained to you many times previously. As stated to you prior also, I am in desperate need of stamps and many other items I can only purchase on Commissary, and for the second week, the amount of items has increased from you not adding funds. 11. Where is my car? If you're not going to find out, as you have been telling me over and over for the past almost year, you're working on it, give me Jim's phone number so I can call myself. This is important for reasons stated and known. Important, important, important. How many more times am I going to have to send my messages with the same questions? Yeah, I'm curious too, Sarah. Why will you not just order for me so that I can have finally and will stop asking every day? Why are you actively withholding and not responding in writing to any of my messages? Why will you not permit me to have someone else order, as I have tried many times to do in the past 4 years, so I have what I need and do not have to go through you, waiting and waiting and waiting and being lied to repeatedly, just to not ever have? Please respond. You keep me waiting for no reason. It's your active decision not to cooperate, to keep lying, to keep adding to everyone's stress, including our sons, and schedules, and not just order everything one time so I can finally have after you make me ask you for well over 100 times now. Has it really been 100 times? I guess it definitely feels like that. Just to tell me you will, or you should be able to, or it's coming, or you did, or you're going to, or sometime this week, or whatever million reasons you give me every time and never do. Why? Please respond. Please realize and understand, as you tell me you do every time I call, from no response and me trying to communicate, I would not call every day. I would not message every day if you just did after all your lies telling me you did or will. Why? When? Please respond. Please complete as you said you would, could, should last Friday. Your $2,000 plane tickets have nothing to do with me, like anything I need or want has to do with you. Please respond. I don't know unless I ask. Why won't you just cooperate and do like you keep telling me you will, or just be nice? Yeah. All right, 123. Credits response, still waiting for everything. I'm still waiting for you to add credits so I can finish my work I cannot do until you do. Again, what the hell work is she talking about? I've called 5 times now between yesterday and this morning when you told me you were going to respond to my messages. When? Tomorrow is Commissary. I'm in the negative $47.25. Tomorrow will be $49.50. I need stamps, paper, envelopes, pens, etc. As told to you, I have 8 letters I cannot send from you not supplying funds 2 weeks in a row now. You are stopping me from being able to progress in anything. I am still waiting to know when I can see my son for Christmas presents to be opened. I am still waiting for everything I am made to keep asking for and am willing to pay for myself, as I am still waiting to know where my car is and why you will not provide the phone number so I can worry about on top of everything else. I am still waiting for you and your active decision to be cooperate, and actually do what you keep telling me you're going to do. Why are you not? Still when? Respond. Yeah. All right, and here's this Philip guy again. It's a lot, guys. I'm trying to get through January. I'm really trying. All right, 124. Okay, Brian Boone. Please add Commissary. So, yeah, he still hasn't done it. I do kind of wonder if he ever does. Why are you not adding credits? Why aren't you responding after you said you would 2 days ago? Again, one. Okay, this is Philip again, and Philip, he keeps talking about books, this Philip guy. All right. 124, she's sending a message to Lucas. I keep calling you every night with no answer. Don't you know by now the evening time is when I'm able to call you so you can have your phone with you? I call every night. Tonight it rang and then went to voicemail. Then voicemail directly when I call back. You don't want to talk to me? It makes no difference when it is, as it's the same thing on the weekends. Anytime I call you, please don't think I'm not trying. It's you who are not. I hope you answer sometime. I love you. Well, maybe she's starting to realize that her son doesn't want to talk to her. Yeah. All right, 125. To confirm our phone conversation yesterday, Wednesday, January 24th, 2024, when having to call you for commissary, you have not supplied now for 3 weeks. The following statements were made by you and information given. Because you're a murderer. Oh, this is good. When I asked why you're withholding commissary for another week, after explaining to you my essentials and needs I had to keep asking you for, after telling me each time I should be able to, I can next week. I've had too many more important expenses for upcoming vacation when I told you I needed stamps to mail all my letters. 8. They keep piling up from you withholding commissary for another week. I cannot prosper or progress in anything from you not giving me funds. I cannot move forward, which you hinder me from doing in anything. Your vacation has nothing to do with me. Do you have enough cigarettes and alcohol? You're annoying. When I asked why you tell our son this, and I beg all the time. When I asked why I'm annoying from you and not corresponding, answering, purchasing, keep telling me you're going to order, it's coming. I will. And having me call you every day. Call every other day from no answer ever. I am annoying because you make me. Just do and I would not be. I don't think that's true. I think you're annoying like all the time. Yeah. When I feel like it, laughing. You tell me you will order anything eventually, so I keep waiting, thinking you're going to still. Call back tomorrow. I don't want to talk to you. When I asked why you keep telling me to call in a couple days. Why won't you respond to any of my messages on the tablet? 60 plus. Dear Lord. As I explained, I did not want to speak to you either, and it is why I keep sending messages to not have to from your emotional distress and cruelty every time. Why do you keep telling me you're going to respond? I'm going to have our son speak to the judge about you, taken into his chamber so he can't hear or know what's being said about you. That's good. What exactly would you have him say, or could he? Our son has told me he sees how mean you are to me, called me names in front of him, doesn't buy food, and hangs up on. Also, tells me about your supply of cigarettes, often running to the store for, and drinks you have readily available. How then are you going to use our son against me? He knows and admits he treats me the way he sees you do, and you honestly would put him in a position of having to lie and pit against me even more than you already have and do? Do you realize what you do to him? You. Remember, also I said in the divorce class you took that you understood and signed, you're doing everything exactly what you're not supposed to do to be with how you force him to be to me. Because I haven't. Our son's still waiting on Christmas presents from me. You decided not to order when you did yours, trying to make me seem like I don't care. I've been trying since December 6th when you told me to get my list together to give you so you could. Why didn't you order then and when you supposedly had the funds to buy? Because I can. When I asked you why you lying about everything to me all the time for years. You figure it out when I asked where my car is. You will not give me Jim's phone number so I can, and after years, you telling me not to worry, when I get to Gainesville, it'll be taken care of. Please give me his phone number. I've explained the importance of my car, and you should already know and understand, especially and most important with me trying to get to see my son you took 150 miles away. Why would you keep me thinking my car was okay and would be? Why did you not allow me to put on a paid lot? I put it on a paid lot I kept asking you to do years prior. Why didn't you let me have someone else do the insurance part and move to a lot I had set up to put on? Please give me Jim's phone number because I can't. When I asked why you won't put credits on the tablet so I can communicate with my son. Send messages to you or print any of my documents I need to mail, which is why I can't because I have no stamps from you, not providing funds for me to purchase. It's because I'm trying to send all my documents to the judge about you that you are not allowing me. Alimony is for housing, medical bills, food, important real things. It's for anything I need now and futuristically. Housing charged every day to live here, medication charged every month for including 2 surgeries I've had since here, food to maintain my blood sugar and other medical expense. I have nothing ongoing 4 weeks now from you withholding. You will not allow me to even purchase myself through an outside volunteer. You control me having nothing and take extra effort in continuing to do so. I have expenses and needs which alimony is for, no matter where I am. You can have a video visit anytime. If you don't forget, like you did so many times when I tried last year. You've been telling me for Christmas that I had to wait until everything was received, which it still is not because of you. When do I get to see my son? When can he open his Christmas presents? You won't even give me delivery time so I can have an idea. Later, when asking when I can receive any of my Christmas gifts, you told me to send you the same time I sent my sons, in which I will purchase for myself and through someone else. You will not allow either way, and I still have nothing, anything I need or want. Books, food, stamps, socks, etc. You keep making me ask for updates like it's coming, and you've told me so many, many times in the past years it is. Nothing. Why do you do that? I can do everything without you except supplying funds, which is your responsibility of alimony. I do not have to speak to you or waste money on messages. I do not have to be ridiculed and abused or laughed at or called names. I tried everything with you and provided innumerable simplified solutions. You make everything difficult, more confusing, annoying, you. Going forward, when I have to call again from no response, please do not call me names and lie. Please provide funds for all the aforementioned you keep telling me you will and need. No money is spent frivolously except for all the messages you won't respond to, and I keep having to send from no updates or completion of anything, including for our son. It is such a struggle for me to ever remember why I married you and stayed married for 13 years. I'm going to assume that he agrees with that one. Remember, this was you doing. This was your doing. Also, lazy, dirty, and lying all the time. Remember shaking the pill bottle? Or when I found all the foreclosure letters in the mail, you were telling me when the mortgage was paid? Remember telling me you brushed your teeth and went and ran the toothbrush under the water to make me think you did? Remember all the porn I found on your phone when I kept wondering why you would spend so much time in the bathroom? So many bad memories, just like you said. Ask yourself why we really divorced. I can guess. And he's probably in the bathroom doing that because, yeah, okay. I think you guys can finish that one on your own. That thought. I will call this weekend. I'm sure it must in order to try and figure everything out you keep telling me to do. I keep trying. Think how often we would go over any of this, the millions of times you keep having me to do, if you would just do so simply you keep telling me you will or are. Think about that too. Please make sure I talk to my son this evening. Also, I keep asking for your help on. It's been weeks. So simple. I call every night. I tell him too via tablet so he knows I'm trying and love him, which he can't read because you won't add credits so he can. I'll call again tonight. See you soon. Whew. All right. I'm going to have to stop there. This is a lot. This is a lot. I know you guys are probably thinking the same thing. I'll be honest, going through these it's gotten hard. You guys can probably tell. She's just so damn annoying. So I agree with Brian's assessment 110%. And again, I have questions about the alimony. And yes, I realize this was last year. We're talking about, this is January of 2024. These messages are from then. But at what point does he have to take care of her anymore in that way? I'm not familiar with that sort of stuff, but if you are, let me know in the comments. But I just feel like, how long is he supposed to support her or provide anything for her? You know? I mean, I feel like he's right. She's in jail. I mean, you know, get your stuff from there, and make your own friends. Have them give you money. I mean, really? I mean, he's trying to live his life and with their son and trying to live a quote unquote normal life. And it's not his fault that she's a murderer and later on would be found guilty. I mean, seriously, she's made her own bed. Period. But let me know you guys' thoughts, as always, in the comments. And with that said, I hope you have a great rest of the day. And most of all, stay safe.